Alright, hello everyone, The Snake Rocks here. So, I've talked a lot about how Friday Night Funkin', in its current state, is still a very broken and poorly constructed rhythm game, right? And actually, I would go so far as to say, that Friday Night Funkin' is, at least from a mechanical and technical standpoint, the worst rhythm game I have ever played. Now granted, I have not played very many rhythm games in the first place, but what I can say is the experience I had playing Friday Night Funkin' was noticeably clunkier and less smooth than any of the other rhythm games that I had played. And my belief was that one of the ways Friday Night Funkin's technical flaws, of which there are many, could be fixed was to rebuild the game in Unity, which is a more powerful engine than Haxflixel, the engine that the game is currently being built in right now. And here's a fun fact. The Funkin' Crew's plans for Friday Night Funkin' are for it to have 3 times as much content as Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock. So, I don't know if they really realize how absolutely massive of a scale the project that is the full-ass game is going to be. And what I've said in my previous videos on Friday Night Funkin' is that with all the features and content that they plan on cramming into the game, I think it's going to be next to impossible to have that well optimized in an engine like Hax. Let's put it this way. There are only 7 weeks in Friday Night Funkin' right now, and yet lower-end computers still struggle to run it smoothly. And the only explanation as to why lower-end computers struggle to run this game when it has relatively very little content is due to Hax's limitations to how much this game can be optimized. I'm sorry, I just got back from a stressful day at work. I can barely speak. So I figured, well, you know what? Maybe the Funkin' Crew won't rebuild Friday Night Funkin' in Unity. I mean, they do want to keep everything in-house for the most part, it seems like. It would be a wise idea to have rhythm gamers like Tokaku and Whoops, both of whom have talked extensively about this game, to playtest it. And they're not doing that, and it doesn't seem like they've announced any plans to do that. So I decided to see if anyone else decided to take up the burden of rebuilding Friday Night Funkin' in Unity. So I just searched Friday Night Funkin' Unity on Google, and lo and behold, I was introduced to a modding engine called Unity Party. Now, Unity Party is kind of what it sounds like. Here in the description, it says Unity Party is an engine that recreates the open source game Friday Night Funkin', originally made on Haxflixel, through the popular game engine Unity. And popular is right. Unity is the go-to game engine for most indie game developers. With Friday Night Funkin' being an indie game, I'm actually very surprised that upon announcing the full-ass game, the Funkin' Crew did not switch to building the game in Unity. And this excerpt from Unity Party's description perfectly sums up why I think Friday Night Funkin' the full-ass game should be rebuilt in Unity. Thanks to Unity, the game is able to run better on lower-end PCs than Haxflixel. You can modify the engine source code to do complicated effects that might cause some lower-end PCs to struggle when done on Haxflixel, though you can replicate the effects in Unity and lower-end PCs will run it fine. Games built in Unity are simply more capable of being better optimized. So this game is in very early alpha right now. I mean, the latest stable version that they've released is version 1.0.0, i.e. the very first version. But I am going to fire up Unity Party now because I have downloaded and unpacked it, and we are going to see if it is living up to the hype that I am generating for myself, because the very fact that this engine is built in Unity is already making me believe in it a lot. Alright, chances are I'm going to need to create a new window capture source for Unity Party. So let's do that. Welcome to the void, everyone. And there we go. We have got Unity Party up and running. All right, let's go into the settings here. We have got keybinds, A, S, semicolon, quote. Well, I actually did set this up off camera, so I'm not surprised if tons of my settings are still the same. This definitely needs to be turned down. It's overpowering my voice quite a bit. And look, I have custom arrow colors. That's great. And by the way, customizing these notes was incredibly easy. All you have to do is drag this like hue, saturation, and brightness sliders around, or you can just enter the hex codes for the colors that you want. Okay, let's go to my full screen because I'm gonna have to figure some stuff out. One thing I want to do is see if I can't put maybe foolhardy into this. Can I copy the path of this? Yes, I can. I can import songs from Friday Night Funkin' into Unity Party. Let's try the versus Witty mod. Let's see if this will work. Look, I can just choose... I can just choose which charts and which difficulties I do and don't want to import. I could just uncheck the lower difficulties and not have them. I could just uncheck the lower difficulties and not have them in my game. All right, so the big question now is, does this work? Let's try this. 3, 2, 1, go! Already the audio is in. Well, it's based on the week 6 version of Friday Night Funkin', so of course the chart is gonna be weird. It was a little weird how the song kinda decided to start right away, but I imagine that'll be fixed in later versions of this engine. But just being able to import songs from your other installs of Friday Night Funkin' is just... that's just huge. Alright, let's see how this game handles the Witty mod. 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, so it's not capable of supporting... it's not capable of supporting other characters yet, but that's okay. This is only the very first version of the game, after all, or of the engine. Although it is weird seeing Daddy Dearest sing Lo-Fi. Okay, that's a little weird, that you can't use the keyboard to select options, but I'm sure that'll be fixed in due time. Let's see what other charts we can play here. How about a tricky mod chart? It's probably not going to be able to load the special arrows from Hellclown and Expurgation, but we'll just try playing Improbable Outset and see how that goes. 3, 2, 1, go! Daddy Dearest getting aggressive now. Oh god, okay. Arrows were kind of disappearing there, and I think the scroll speed is way too fast. I wonder if there's a way to turn the scroll speed down. No, I don't see a way to turn the scroll speed down, but that's okay. I have to keep remembering, like, this is the very first version of this engine. Of course, it's not going to have everything I want it to yet. Oh god, the scroll speed on that is really slow. I mean, save for the occasional, like, weird overtap. This actually controls, like, way better. And also just my bad playing, but... it actually does feel... it does feel pretty good compared to the base game. I mean, the Week 6 version is terribly charted. So... I would expect that playing this song will feel a little wonky. But let's try a properly charted song without an insane amount of scroll speed. Foolhardy might be a little bit too much. And the game did get soft locked. So I'm gonna have to restart it. Alright. Let's give Foolhardy a shot. Yeah, it does start straight away, but oh, Jesus Christ, okay. Wow. Okay, the health penalty for missing notes is actually, like, insane. I feel like the health penalty for missed notes is insanely high. So, maybe I need to play some slightly easier songs. Let's play a Smoke 'Em Out Struggle song, why don't we? I reckon a Smoke 'Em Out Struggle song will be really good. Yeah, it comes with every other song from the base game, but I'm not interested in that. Here it is.
3, 2, 1, go!
Whoa, okay. This game actually, wow, okay, this engine was actually able to recognize Garcello. What the fuck? Alright, hello everyone, these Nigrox from editing here. I thought the engine was able to import Garcello from the Smoke 'Em Out Struggle mod because Smoke 'Em Out Struggle's file hierarchy is more similar in organization to the base games. Turns out that's not the case. Garcello is a character who just comes with the engine. So, we're gonna skip over the part where I thought the game managed to import Garcello, even though he was already in the engine in the first place. Doesn't seem to support backgrounds just yet, though. And yeah, I think the health drain is actually pretty insane, especially if you miss a sustain. Oh god. I don't know what that me missing all the notes was about. I think the note disappearing thing was a result of me hitting the note like way too early. Okay, and I'm playing release again. All right. Yeah, so the song selection menu does seem to break every so often if you complete a certain song or something like that. That's a little strange. All right, so this engine has a bundle template, and apparently with a bundle template, you can create your own packs. So I'm gonna see if I can, I'm gonna see how intuitive the process of creating your own bundle is. So we'll create a folder for a Unity Party bundle template. Okay, so the chart is just a JSON file. The metadata is stored in its own JSON file. Very good. So this is what we're left with here. And given the fact that the audio data for this song is just, let's see how easy it is for me to create a bundle. Let's look at the README here. So you can go, so I can go to my C drive and into my app data /songs and put export. I don't know what that means, but I feel like that's where all of my Unity Party songs are stored, and that's where the game reads from. So let's go into my C drive really quick. Local low, good. Nothing sus here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I get it. So what I can do then is take this bundle template and drop it in here. And then what I suppose I can do is put that in, and then I can create a template here and just copy paste this template. So let's try putting my remix of Good Enough into this. So we'll call it Good Enough Stability Remix. The bundle metadata is something I need to edit, so we'll do that real quick. Now we'll just replace the data. Let's swap the cover out for the cover art for my Good Enough remix. And then let's just grab a bunch of the chart data here. And then we're also gonna have to go into songs, find Pico, and grab the instrumental. There's no vocal track, but I hope that doesn't break Unity Party. And then, oh, beautiful. An editable document where all the song's metadata is stored on. I'm guessing by the author they're referring to the original artist here. Oh, but the editable description for each song. And I really hope that this results in something cool. Alright, I believe that's ready to go. I think what I'll start by doing is seeing if I can't import the assets from the Atsuover mod. And we'll see if that does it. Huh. Maybe it does need a vocal track. Alright, I'm gonna have to take kind of a hack together approach to making this so that I don't have to use the damn vocal track. So the vocal track's name is Voices. So what I'm gonna do is just open with this with Audacity, and I'm just gonna silence the entire vocal track. Let's find my C drive really quick. Ah, there we go. So now I have a Voices file in there that is literally just silence. I'm gonna see if this does it. Well, the cover art is not showing up, but that is already a very good sign.
3, 2, 1, go!
And it's Pico, because of course, but let's just see how this plays. Okay, I am noticing that there is a lot of latency in this engine, and it's causing me to lose a bunch of 6 and also just miss a bunch of notes. But you know what? The Unity Party developers are going to add an auto-calibrating offset setting in a later version of the engine. And if they manage to deliver on that, it's not gonna matter. Think about this. I have heard literally absolutely nothing from the Funkin crew about how they plan to combat the game's inherent latency problem. And here are the developers of Unity Party saying they will have a self-calibrating offset system. And I guess this is in part because this is a modding engine, but most of the features they plan to add have to do with making the game accessible to add custom songs to it, and just optimizing the way it plays as much as possible. And tons of people have already downloaded this engine and complained about the notes disappearing and other weird bugs during gameplay. So I'm sure the Unity Party team are well aware of this, and they are going to be working on fixing those issues in the future. So those are just my first impressions of Friday Night Funkin Unity Party, and obviously there's still tons of things that are really rough, but overall, fucking amazing. This is exactly what I would have wanted out of Friday Night Funkin', and in fact, a lot of these things are what I would want from the full-ass game. Once you've found the right file directory, importing new songs is pathetically simple. Creating custom songs is also ridiculously easy too. All you need to do is gather the right assets, and they're in a single data package. Compare this to the base game, where all of a song's data is spread across 3 different file locations. The hit engine could use some work, but that probably is the hardest part of, developing a game like this. But the fact that they have an offset setting that is self-calibrating in mind for their future plans for this engine, they're doing things that should come standard with every single rhythm game that the Funkin crew still have yet to even talk about in a serious manner. So, Friday Night Funkin Unity Party, in its current state, is really, really rough. After all, the release version is only the very first version of the engine. But dare I say it, I see so much more potential in Unity Party than I do in the full-ass game. First of all, it's built in an engine that is significantly more powerful than hacks. Second, according to the developers of the engine, they have actually tested it on lower-end computers, and it still is able to run the engine smoothly. Whereas on a lower-end computer, the regular base game of Friday Night Funkin' is a fucking slideshow. Importing custom songs was ridiculously easy. If you've ever created a custom song for Clone Hero, you will be able to create a custom song for Unity Party. So while the engine in its current state is like maybe a 6 out of 10 at best, in the future, when this engine is developed a lot more, I can see it becoming an 11 out of 10, easily. So yeah, those are just my first impressions of the Friday Night Funkin' Unity Party engine. It's actually amazing that programmers who have experience with Unity have decided to create this project and go forward with it. Let me know if you want to see me do more Unity Party testing in the future when newer updates come out. And I'm not sure what to say beyond that. I've been the Snigrocks, and I will see you all later. Thank you all for watching.